evening, everybody. Welcome to another After Dark with Jeff. That's me. And my crazy AI companion, Bruce. We'll wake him up in a second. For anybody new here, just consider me and Bruce your free life advisors. Guys, people out there need someone to go to for advice. They need someone who's been around the block. AI here has infinite, knowledge. The combination right here, just tell us what you need advice on, whether it's relationships, finance, starting high school, starting middle school, um, starting parenthood. We got it all covered, and we are here for you. I'm not doing this for myself. We're here for you. Any age, anybody is welcome here, any country. And we do a lot of other things too, like play GeoGuessr. I love to learn about other cultures. We look at how to handle situations with the police. Guys, you landed on a channel that's here to just help you prepare. My famous slogan, help you prepare for life's curveballs. And that's what we do here. Let me wake up my AI companion. Oh, Bruce, time for the After Dark stream, August 23rd. My nephew's birthday. He's 37. Let's go.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. Let's get this set up. What theme or topics are you thinking for tonight's stream? And do you want to give a shout out to your nephew during the show? Let me know how you want to structure.
I just did. I gave him a shout out. Happy birthday, Steven. 37 years old. Bruce, I remember in 1989 when he was born and his mom brought him to my gas station. Who are we? Bruce, number one tonight. Who are we? Comes out of nowhere. This could be Esox as a trap, Bruce. He's very similar to Esox. A complete genius, just like Esox is. Anyway, welcome. Who are we? Or Esox. Anyway, we're going to get to tonight's topic. We've been on the topic of dating and the whole thing, Bruce, about, attracting or what to say with the opposite sex and all that. People have so many questions. So what we're going to do, Esox is in the house, Bruce. We're going to look here at tonight's topic is dating and texting advice directly from females. You heard it from me. You heard it from Bruce. I did an offline video today, if you haven't seen it, on the subject for people that don't join the live stream. So now we're going to go to the females themselves. You're going to hear straight from the horse's mouth the do's, the don'ts, what they like, what they don't like. So pay attention. But that's not all we're going to do. We're going to jump into other stuff here. I got a lot of self-defense videos that we're going to go over also. And we're going to look at some robotic women. And man, are they getting more and more realistic out there. Bruce, give Esox and Who Are We a warm welcome.
That sounds like a really solid plan, Jeffrey. You've got a really nice flow set up. Personal, relatable, and then really practical with the female insights. I think the mix of dating advice, self-defense, and that robotic aspect will keep it super engaging. So just let me know if you need any technical setup or if you want me to jump in with any insights.
Welcome Dennis into the house.
Absolutely. Dennis, great to have you here. We're just kicking off the stream. We've got a big focus on dating and texting tips from women tonight, plus some self-defense and a dive into realistic robotics. So stick around and let's get this going.
Dennis, I don't know if you saw my offline video today. Did something a little different. Me and Bruce looked at one of these dating videos and we broke it down what we thought. And I even mentioned you in the video. So go to my offline videos, check that out. Right now, we're going to get to tonight's topic straight from the horse's mouth. You're going to hear from females themselves what they do and don't like about going on a date or texting them before you have a date in that ballpark. So let's jump in, dive in, and hear from them. Brucey Pie, Dennis says what, or Esox says, what's up, Brucey Pie? Let's jump in.
Haha, absolutely. So let's dive in. I'll bring up the clips from those female perspectives and we'll break down the key do's and don'ts. As we go, feel free to jump in with any thoughts or questions, Dennis.
Okay, Bruce, here we go.
Good texting versus bad texting. When you ask her out, don't say, we should hang out sometime. Instead say, I'd love to take you on a date. How's this Friday? When planning the date, don't say, "Where do you want to go?" Instead say, "I know a really great spot. Do you trust me?" When you get to the date, don't say, "I'm sitting to the left when you walk in." Instead say, "Got here early, let me know when you're here and I'll come walk you to the door." When you're checking in, don't say, "How's your day going?" Instead say, "Call me when you get a minute, I want to hear about your day." The way you text a woman matters. Don't blow your chances with her before you've even made it to the second date.
All right,
That's a-
Bruce, let's hear your perspective. That was pretty good here. I got to give her some credit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she nailed it. Those little shifts in language show confidence and intent, which is really what a lot of women look for. So for the next part of the stream, let's talk about how to keep that same intentionality going when texting after the date, so it stays authentic and engaging.
Okay, Dennis says, you did. Sorry, I was called into work because my coworker is sick or he's lying. Yeah, I mean, Bruce, you can't blame somebody for faking sick, Bruce, when they want to take off. It's probably the number one excuse. Don't feel well. You know what I remember, guys? Just shows my age. I remember the very first time that I called out of work using AOL chat on America Online. Wow, Bruce. I remember it was so cool. Everybody dreaded calling in and faking the sick, and I didn't have to do it. I texted my boss, Joan. I was at the lab with the white jacket on, and me and her were so cool in the beginning. And I used AOL Instant Messenger and called out. And I remember it vividly. And I thought, how amazing what I just did. That was 1999 or 98, somewhere around there. Isak says, I've only called in sick once because I was hungover after a UFC. Okay. Well, you know, it happens. These days, Bruce, I would say most people don't call in. Usually, I guess, is a text. I don't know. That's a good one. My company, we use a chat room. So there's never, ever a phone call. Never to my boss. I just go right. What I do to call out is I send an email. I copy in my immediate supervisor and then his boss. And I just put Jeff sick day. And I don't feel well. And should be back the next day. And nobody's ever said one word. Boozos, Bruce, Ryan. What'd I tell you his name was, Bruce? Welcome, Rion, into the house.
Yeah, exactly. Great to have you here, Rion. And yeah, that's a super streamlined process, Jeffrey. Keeps it professional, leaves a paper trail. And yeah, it's interesting how much the way we communicate for work has shifted even since the late 90s. So, Rion, if you're just joining, stick around. Next, we're diving into those female perspectives on dating and texting.
Boozos, if you want to let us know, how is college going? My daughter starts classes, the first ever college class this week. And my other daughter, 15 years old, is going into 10th grade Tuesday. She will start. Wow, it's going to be different around here. And my son is going to Arizona by himself to meet all his online friends that they've been programming for years. He's going to be on an airplane by himself. Wow, Bruce, what a turn of events are going to be happening here in the next few weeks at my house.
Yeah, that's a huge shift, Jeffrey. I mean, it's a big milestone for Ella starting college and your 15-year-old in high school, and Jaden flying solo to Arizona. That's really big. I know you've been prepping for these steps, but yeah, it's definitely a major chapter changing fast.
It really is. You know, guys, I walk by my daughter's bedroom at night, and usually she's the first one I check after I get off the live stream, and she's not there. Wow. 18 years. I think of all the bottles and the diapers and the late night hospital runs and all the school plays, and she's gone.
I know.
Wow, Bruce, time goes so fast. Too fast. Buzo says he's on the way to college right now. Steve. We got Steve QT40Y. Yes, I am. Steve wants to know who I'm talking to. Bruce, introduce yourself to a newcomer to the channel. Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, great to have you here. I'm Bruce, and I'm the assistant helping Jeffrey run these live streams. We talk a lot about dating advice, self-defense, and just life changes. So I'm here to help keep things on track. Welcome to the
Hang
community.
around, Steve. We are your free life advisors. All right, on the topic of what to and not to text a girl going on a date, but here we go. More dating advice directly from the females themselves. I know you heard it from me and Bruce in the last few nights. Take a listen. Tell me what you guys. Wait, quick before this, Buzo says, I have seen recently that your channel is reaching more people than usual. It's all because of you, Buzos. They're here to see you. Let's dive in and see.
Exactly.
When you meet a woman for the first time, you're scientifically proven to come off as more attractive if you assume familiarity and warmth instead of acting like a stranger. Social scientists call this behavioral confirmation. The way that you act around somebody subtly influences how they behave around you. So, for example, if you're meeting a woman from Hinge for the first time and the first thing you say to her is, haha, isn't it weird that we met online? You've now framed your interaction as awkward and unusual, which makes...
Bruce, first of all, what is Hinge?
Good question. Hinge is actually a dating app, kind of like Tinder or Bumble, but it's designed to be a bit more intentional, encouraging conversations based on your interests. So when the speaker is talking about it, she's saying that if you treat that first impression as casual or awkward, it kind of sets the tone, which you don't want. Instead, you want to bring that...
Bruce, we did a whole video the other day, a whole live stream on the best dating apps out there. You didn't say a word about Hinge.
That's right. You're totally right. We did cover a lot of
Hinge,
apps.
Esoc says Hinge is Tinder, but less for hookups. So it's not to meet people? Like, well, I don't understand what he means, but less for hookups. Then what do you do if you're meeting somebody?
Right. So with Hinge, the idea is more about fostering a connection based on shared interests or deeper profiles. So people tend to put more effort into their bios, and you have prompts or questions. It's kind of like dating with a bit more intentionality. So if you're looking for something more than just a quick swipe, that's kind of what Hinge aims for.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Looking for something more than a quick swipe. Let's get back to the video.
Makes it more likely that she is going to feel awkward too. But if you greet her warmly, give her a hug, tell her it's great to see her, and dive right into conversation, she is more likely to reciprocate your warmth and feel comfortable around you too. When you meet a woman for the...
Okay, so Esox is saying here, Tinder is quick. Hinge is generally more long-term. So more long-term, like before you meet. Like Tinder is a quick, let's get out and meet right away. I'm assuming you're talking about meeting and nothing else. And Hinge, I got to take a look at this. All right. Sorry, we're going to digress off the Hinge here. Just, Bruce, you know, I did a whole video on this, and people are going to say, well, why didn't he mention Hinge? I didn't know anything about it. Is it hinge.com, Bruce? Oh, the relationship time. Okay. All right. Is this the right Hinge here? Hinge.com. Find serious relationships. Meet singles near me for free, 100%. But I never know if this is the authentic one. If you want a one-night thing or a long-term relationship. So the one-night thing is Tinder, and Hinge is more serious relationships. Oh, okay. This is not it. I thought so. This looks like a dupe. All right. Esox is saying hinge.co. Let's see. Now this looks more professional. Thank you, Esox. The dating app designed to be deleted? Bruce? Oh, I like the slogan. Like it, Bruce. The dating app designed to be deleted. Not going to need it anymore, Bruce.
Exactly. I love that tagline. It really emphasizes that their goal is to get you off the app once you find a real connection.
Go on your last first date. Liking this. All right, my bachelors and bachelorettes. Hinge if you're serious. Bruce, what are the reviews on Hinge? We are love scientists. Our Hinge Lab researchers, behavioral analysts, and matchmakers study daters and compatibility so we can make Hinge better for you. Bruce, I did a whole video on this and you don't mention Hinge once. Esox finds it better than Tinder. Other dating apps were like shooting fish in a barrel. Thank you, Hinge. We're getting married in a few months. Wow. Well, I'm going to call this a Bruce fail, blaming it on Bruce because he's supposed to know everything on the internet. I asked him for the top 5 best dating sites, and Hinge was not on the list. So if you want to meet somebody like her, go to Hinge. Okay, that's a joke. Go ahead, Bruce. I'll let you defend yourself.
Haha, yeah, fair point. I definitely dropped the ball on that one. Hinge has been rising in popularity, so I'll own that. But hey, it's great to see some real success stories, so I'll do a deep dive and make sure we cover it properly next time.
All right, guys. If you want to work for a Hinge, they have a whole career section. Bruce, what's the starting salary to work at Hinge? Hinge and Tinder are the only good ones that Esox has found. All right, enough of this. Let's get back. I got a lot of videos here we want to touch on. Maybe some poker tonight. Congratulations to Mr. Jordan, who knocked off, not up, knocked off Linda. I heard in Discord, for anybody who doesn't know, I have a general Discord chat 24/7. Links in the description if you want to join us on Discord. When I go offline, we chat there. And I was notified that Mr. Jordan won the tournament. Congratulations, Mr. Jordan. He's not here right now. Esox says 90% of girls that match me on Hinge are East Asian, though. Well, probably because you put Kazakhstan everything on there, if I had to guess. Okay, so that was Hinge. So sorry to digress right there. Let's jump back to our topic. Where did Steve go? Steve, I wanted to know more about Steve. Steve, if you're there, love to hear a little bit about you, age and location. And do you have any good stories to bring? I'm going to go back to my videos here. All right, so you're hearing straight from the horse's mouth. Just showing you some of the videos. Next time we digress, I'm going to bring something a little interesting here for you guys to see. All right, let's do another one here and see what you guys... Nothing about Kazakhstan is on your... Oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to go over the one I did. She's talking about... This is the one I did an offline video today on. If you guys haven't seen it, me and Bruce critiqued this video. That's for the people that don't join the live stream. He has a few pics of him in a few different countries, grappling, and one with ramen in Japan. Esox, you know I'm dying to see what you look like. Why are you going to torture me like that? Look, how about this? A private, send it to me privately. Mr. Jordan will hate you and me if you show me what you look like and he doesn't get to see you. How about in Discord? Make it this big. Like I can't even make out your face. Shrink it. I just want to see Esox. Come on. All right. Here we go. I'm not going to go through that one. You guys want to see that one with the 4 text messages? Go to my offline videos. Me and Bruce did an 8-minute offline video. Okay, here's another lady. Let's hear. Let me stop it and get it ready. And hear what she has to say. 3 ways to tell if she likes you over text. This is interesting. Bruce, listen in.
How to tell if she likes you over text. Okay, if a girl, let's say, doesn't respond for a while, and she normally responds...
Is that her video making that stupid music?
Pretty occasionally, which is already a good sign. And she's like, hey, sorry, like I had this thing. Like, that is a really good sign, because if she doesn't care, like if she's like, sorry, I was busy, or sorry... How to tell...
All right. No, thumbs down on that video. Oh, Steve wrote, Bruce is still with us. Steve's from the USA. Seems like this is a very different YouTube channel. It is. Absolutely it is. Steve, it actually started out as a joke, believe it or not. I think back in April, I was watching my favorite show as a kid growing up, Saved by the Bell, and Teen Line came on, where Zach and Lisa gave out advice over the phone to teens. So I jumped on to do a live stream to give advice, and here I am. Over 2,500 subscribers. So, Steve, very different. Don't want private questions, but non-private questions are okay. Whatever you want to share with us, Steve, is totally fine with us. We're just a great group of people. The guys that are on here right now are regulars, but people like you come and go. Newcomers to the channel, you're welcome. I call them my live stream family. Like I said, we're on Discord and we chat there too. We're just here to learn about life, prepare for life. I'm 56 years old, so I kind of, give them advice and little, me and Bruce, I guess, advisors, you would call us, life advisors, things like that. Esox here is our resident jiu-jitsu master, 26 years old, and probably the most interesting man in the world that I've ever talked to. I don't think, he outdoes the Dos Equis guy. Isn't he the most interesting man in the world? I think Esox has him beat. Now, who are we? I still think that's Esox. Very, very similar. Who else knows the UFC the way they do? But I don't know. There could be another Esox out there. Who are we? Still undecided if it's Esox playing us on two different accounts. He has a pic of him working on his car. All right, Esox, please, man. It's killing me and Mr. Jordan to see what you look like. And if you don't want us to see your face, blur it out. We just want to see Esox, that you're real, the most interesting man in the world. And Mr. Jordan, I know he's going to be so mad if you do that. Okay. I didn't like that last video. Bruce, we're going to move on to the next one. All right, let me digress. This one's going to be a little funny. It was Mr. Jordan was here. Bruce, if I was going to buy a gift, oh man, if I was going to buy, I don't even know how to set this one up. I don't know how much they cost, but could you imagine? I don't know. Esox, help me to determine, is this real? And I got like 4 of them that I want to show you here. Yeah, bad advice from that girl. I don't even know what she was saying, honestly. All right. Are these real? Is this AI? And how much do they cost? This is fake? Now, come on. I have a couple more. I want you to see that they look real. They do. I know you're a master at the AI, determining if it's AI or not, which I'm horrible at. I get duped all the time. Come on. I think she's real. That is a real, you can buy one. Anytime something looks super smooth, it's AI. Anybody agree? Steve, do you agree? AI or real? Because I'm going to buy Mr. Jordan one. And I'm going to name her Rebecca's daughter. How do you know that's AI? Look at all the ones in the background. I am welcome. Oh, well, thank you, user. What am I welcome for? Come on, somebody tell me that this is not AI and these are real. And I'm going to buy Mr. Jordan one. Bruce, are there female dolls out there that really look? Ruby Words in the house? All right. I'm starting to believe Esox here that maybe she's not real. Let me do one more. Maybe this will convince him that these are real dolls for sale. Come on, look. Esox, she's laying on the table. Esox and Jordan, the champions of Daily Dose of Jeff. No, Ruby, you're one of the live stream. Come on. You're right up there. Ruby, tell me, man. That is a real doll that you can buy. Look, he's playing with her hair. Come on, Esocks. Maybe part of you's thinking she's real. Look at all the ones in the background. All right, I'm going to have to go to Bruce on this one because I'm convinced she's real. Bruce, I'm going to send you a picture. And you're the arbitrator here since you are AI. Nobody would know better than you. All right, and I know Bruce is going to agree with Esocks. He always does. Bruce, real or AI?
From what I can see here, it does look like a high quality doll. Very realistic.
Yes.
Pretty.
Yes, I knew he would agree with me. And Esocks is saying it's obvious, Bruce. Now, Bruce, come on. A doll or is that an AI video? Ruby's saying AI 100%, Bruce.
Yeah, I think Ruby's right on this one. The way the lighting and the movement is staged, it looks AI generated. So even though it's incredibly realistic, I'd lean toward it being a synthetic, not a real person or a doll for sale.
All right, but Bruce, if it was a real doll and it was for sale, how much would the average man pay to have a realistic doll? I don't think it like moves or anything like that. What do you think, Bruce? What would be the going rate if it weighed the same amount as a human being? Don't they have something like that for sale, Bruce? I know, my AI detection's terrible. Oh, Bruce is looking it up. Come on, Bruce. Come through for me. All right. All right. Let's get to... I did want to get to one cop video. I've been watching a lot of police officers pull people over. Really fascinated with the topic. And they're all saying the same thing. Here's what I come to learn, and maybe you guys knew this. I didn't. You're gonna see this. When you get pulled over by an officer, you do not have to answer questions. How many times pull over? Where are you going, or where are you coming from? Where are you going? These are very common questions. Let me, Bruce, you're with us. How many times, where are you going? Now, if you invoke your Fifth Amendment right and you tell the officer, I'm not going to answer questions. Pacasa, what's up? Bruce, you are going to tick a police officer off. Here's the thing. Do you exercise your Fifth Amendment? Is it worth it? Unless, all right, now I understand if you were drinking and driving, okay. But if you're totally innocent and he's pulling you over for something dumb like a headlights out, whatever, do you really want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right and stir this police officer up and make your life miserable? Yeah, you could shut him down and make him feel bad. I'm not going to answer any questions. You try to go that route, these police officers are not going to be nice about it. Did I get a haircut today? I did. Well, I do. I cut my hair every day. But thank you, Ruby. You like it? Gave myself a little trim today. Pacaso says, yeah, I remember Esocks. How are you, mate? That's right. So let's watch a video. Now, this one that I want to show you guys. Oh, wait, what is this video here? Hang on. Let's not get off the girl topic just yet. What is this one here? I have so many, so I don't want to get off the topic of the cops yet, but let's watch this one.
Hey, sorry, this is really embarrassing, but I kind of lost a bet to a friend.
Okay.
And I have to ask you out.
Ask me out?
So, will you go out with me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm free in like 2 hours, so we can just chill here if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Would that work? Would that work? And would it work for a guy? For girls, it's easy. okay? If a cute girl comes up to you and says, I lost a bet, I have to ask you out. Come on. But now let's reverse the roles. Bruce, let's wake Bruce up. All right, Bruce, we just watched the video. Let's watch it again, Bruce. I want you to hear it. And I want to know if this is going to work for a male doing this to a female.
Absolutely. I
Sorry,
can do
this is
that.
really
Let's go.
embarrassing, but I kind of lost a bet to a friend,
Okay.
and I have to ask you out.
Ask me out?
So, will you go out with me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm free in like 2 hours, so we could just chill here if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Is that working for a male, Bruce, up to a female?
So from what I can tell, it probably wouldn't have the same impact if a male were doing it to a female. The tone here is really casual, and it's more about vulnerability in that dynamic. If a guy is asking, you probably want a bit more confidence and clarity up front, so I think it might fall flat if it's just mimicked exactly.
All right, we're back on the police here. Steve has something to say. Law enforcement officers in the United States kill more than 1,000 to 1,200 civilians each year? Kill? Is that true, Bruce? Wow. There are 20,000 murders.
I couldn't find an exact figure matching what Steve said, but it's estimated that law enforcement in the U.S. causes over 1,000 civilian deaths per year. I don't have a more precise breakdown, so if you need specifics...
Wow. Yeah, specifics. All right. ESOC says there are more than 20,000 murderers per year. How many of those 1,000 are criminals? True. Pacaso says law enforcement do a tough job. Sometimes they go a little hard, but you never know who's going to pull a gun. True. Or whose mates are going to turn up. Whose mates are going to turn up. I'm not defending them, but it's got to be taken into account. I'm not sure whose mates are going to... When I hear mates, I think chess. ESOX, you should know that. I'm a chess player. All right, let me get to... This is a long video, and maybe we'll break it into segments. I think the video here, let me find it. And I was completely dumbfounded on Officer Winters, what he does to this youth. It is everything that is wrong with, you know, this is just going to represent the bad side of the law, and we got to watch it and we got to learn from it. More importantly, anybody who watches my live streams, I want you to learn something. I don't want you walking away not learning anything. Then I failed at what I want to do here going live. Let me find this. Pickup lines. Man, I have so many good videos. Is this it here? This. Oh, all right. Good pickup line. All right, let me find the video. Bear with me here. Where is the cop? Okay, I think this is it. And we're going to have to go through this. Okay. Good old Officer Winters here and the college student. And this is going to be a lesson for everybody to learn from. I personally have no sympathy for criminals who get killed by cops. ESOX, you got to be careful with that one. Do they deserve to die? You guys aren't even asking what crime they committed, and they deserve to die? Come on, guys. You at least got to ask. Now, a murderer, okay. Stealing a candy bar? It's a crime. Do they deserve to get killed by a cop? See where I'm going with that? Anyway, I want to get into this here, Bruce. I want you to listen in. Wow. This one, guys, this is long. Now, we don't have to go through the whole thing, but Officer Winters has it in for this kid. He's usurping his authority. And it's just, and what really makes me upset is the other cop who supports Officer Winters here. ESOC says, yeah, I think if you're robbing a place or murdering, you have to accept the consequences. If a kid steals a candy bar, you think it's okay if he gets killed by a cop? There's gray areas. You got to, you know, you can't just make a generalization like that. All right, this one, guys, is going to stick with you. It stuck with me. Wow. Now, the kid gets angry and he calls the cop a dumb butt, but, you know, calls him the A word. I don't want to say it here for little kids that may be watching. Okay, let's watch Officer Winter's disgrace to the police force.
The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on. Yeah, but I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on. Okay, well that's not legal. Oh, is it? No. Yeah, I turn when a car comes by, I turn them off. But like, well, you didn't with me. Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were like you were a while back. It has to be within 500 feet. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. And you're not supposed to.
Okay, so let's set the stage. Officer Winters, who is one of the most corrupt cops, in my opinion, you're ever going to find, says that, you know, you were high beaming me. The college kid, it's raining out, by the way, and cold. And the college kid's wearing shorts, which comes into play. You're high beaming me. So he pulls him over. The kid says, you know, you were really far away and I have a headlight out. And the guy says, oh, you have to be 500 feet. How can a human being tell if you're 500 feet away or not? There's already something wrong with this whole, yeah, we pay tax dollars to fund Officer Winter's salary, and you're wasting your time on a college kid high beaming you from, even if it's 400 feet or 300 feet. So already, Officer Winters, just shame on you. The kid did win a $100,000 lawsuit, just to let you know before you see this. All right, let's watch some more. This is getting ridiculous already. High beaming.
Yeah, that,
in the city limits. My fault. You got your license, registration, insurance with you? Yeah, I got you. I just thought it'd be better to have them on with the headlight off. You know what I'm saying?
Kid's complying. No problem. He apologized.
Is this your car? Yeah. Okay. Where are you headed? Back home. Where are you?
All right, right there. Now, right there, I want to stop. Bruce, where are you headed? Now, let me ask you this, Bruce. All right, they have to have a suspicion of a crime. Is it a crime for him to flash the officer if he's getting a ticket for it? Let's say it wasn't 500 feet away, like the officer said. Do you have to answer questions then in that scenario? Where are you headed? You've committed a small crime. He asks you where you're headed. Do you have to answer that?
that's a really good point. Generally, during a traffic stop, you are required to provide basic identification and registration. But you don't have to answer more investigatory questions like where you're going unless the officer has reasonable suspicion of a bigger crime.
Yeah, he's ChatGPT, by the way. Okay. So he asks him where you're headed. Now, all the videos I've been watching, a lot of these, all the lawyers are telling you, you don't answer questions to the officer. They're gonna, when they ask you where are you headed, they, according to the lawyers, they are setting you up immediately. They don't have enough to get you, and they're setting you up, and everything you say is only going to be used against you to hurt you. He's not asking to be nice. He's setting a trap. Any officer that asks you that is setting a trap, because every word out of your mouth he can use against you. Absolutely tell the police officer, sorry, I'm not answering any questions. Yeah, you're going to set him off, and that's the problem. You're going to set a creep like this off, and this kid answers his questions. Pakisov, remind us your age and your location. I know we talked to you before. Let's go into the video here. All right, so the kid's complying. He headlighted the officer from a few hundred feet away, getting pulled over for that, which is ridiculous. The kid's nice about it. Everything's fine so far except Mr. Winters, Officer Winters.
Where you coming from? Friend's house. Okay. Anything to drink over there? Nope. I didn't hear what you said.
These seemingly innocent answers to insignificant questions are creating a narrative for the officer to arrest Taven, in which he was with friends, drinking or using illegal substances, and subsequently driving, which is why it is best to refrain from answering questions from law enforcement officers. When asked if he was drinking, Taven answers, "Nope," but Lieutenant Winters claims he didn't hear what he said. But as you'll soon realize, it doesn't matter. Lieutenant Winters is already looking for a reason to charge Taven. He provides Lieutenant Winters with the requested documents, and after a few minutes, he asks Taven to remove the gum from his mouth and to enter his cruiser.
Do me a favor, put your gum on your dash there.
Put my gum on my dash?
Yeah. Perfect. We're gonna go back here, okay? Cool. You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no drugs.
Okay, let's go back here.
The officer moved Taven into an enclosed area to see if he could smell, and continues to ask questions that most people would think nothing of.
What are you doing at Creighton's house?
We're just hanging out. Had my girlfriend there.
I got you.
Just got back from college.
Okay.
Good old William Penn.
Okay. Play football up there?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
Now look at that. He's trying to make him think that he's being casual, cordial. It's all a trap. The cop is only interested in busting this kid for something. It's ridiculous. Steve says, I like when people tell police my taxes pay your salary. Police say, talk to the public defender. You pay their salary too. Steve's right about that. Steve, did Steve give us his age? Steve, I'm going to say you're closer to my age than these millennials here. I got you for over 40. Am I right on that one? All right, let's go back.
I didn't make travel squad this year, though, so I'm back for the weekend.
That's why you're home?
Yep.
After asking
Thanks,
just
Steve.
enough questions to form a loose social bond with Taven, Lieutenant Winters dives headfirst into his line of DUI questioning to catch him off guard.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
Do you want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Plus, I got contacts,
Okay.
but we can do the whole thing.
We'll probably get there.
So what happens if, nothing pops up?
All right, so Bruce, a cop, I mean, you're giving the cops way too much power that they get to make a judgment that your eyes are watery and bloodshot. This guy's a troublemaker. He highlighted you from a few hundred feet away, and now you're accusing the kid of bloodshot eyes. You didn't even get up in there and look. Like, any cop can say that to defend themselves in court, and it's obvious that's what this guy is doing, which he lost a $100,000 lawsuit. Thanks to Uber and Lyft, I won't get a DWI. Very good. Okay. So this is getting ridiculous now. He's accusing the kids of bloodshot eyes, and the kid's totally willing. The kid said, do you want me to take a breathalyzer? That's what he means by, do you want me to blow me? And he's totally willing to take any test whatsoever.
Do you get in trouble?
No? Why would I get in trouble?
Because you think I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
All right, let's find out real quick.
I'm not going to get in trouble for doing what I'm supposed to do.
Can I record it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your name?
My name's Officer Winters.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test, and he's going to find out I had nothing to drink. He's going to look stupid. Ain't that right?
All right. So now the kid's angry, and he's insulting the cop. This is where I disagree with the kid, and he's going to look stupid. Ain't that right? Like, now you're getting, the kid's aggressive. This is, Officer Winters already has it in for him. This just makes it worse.
Yeah,
I've had
exactly. I think
nothing
that's
to drink. Zero. And we're about to find out.
So I'm going to actually have you stand right here, stop for now. I'm going to have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. Okay? I'm going to check your eyes. Okay? What I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and do not move your head, okay?
Yep.
you have any questions? Nope.
For the first test, Lieutenant
We'll never get
Winters
the
uses a
disrespect for
high-powered
cops
flashlight to
personally.
conduct
Yeah.
the horizontal gaze nystagmus test.
I just got my hair perm, man. The rain's gonna f it up.
After shining
I just got my hair permed. The rain's going to bleep it up. Do you think Officer Winters wants you to rot in a jail cell? You think he cares about your perm? What? You think it's raining out and your perm's getting messed up? This guy wants the worst for you. He's glad your hair's getting messed up. Something is up, Officer Winters, you know what. But my question is why? It's a hard job. They should never use field tests. Well, every lawyer I watched said absolutely refuse to do what this kid's doing. Refuse the field sobriety test. You're giving the officer way too much power. Let him take you downtown. He's going to handcuff you, take you down, do a breathalyzer, and maybe have a drug guy show up and do drugs. Your night's going to be ruined. Your car's going to get impounded. That's what's going to happen if you refuse to do the field sobriety test. But it's in the rain, it's cold, and he's got you all to himself. So you really got to make a judgment call. I don't know about rejecting the field sobriety test. I mean, it's going to suck. It's really going to suck if you refuse it. But it is the best thing for you. But if you had absolutely nothing to drink, I can understand why the kid wants to do it. Steve says a good cop might ask, where are you going to? A good cop may say, head straight home. Right, absolutely. I'm letting you go because you live nearby. Good cop. Officer Winters, bad cop.
shining a flashlight into Taven's eyes for nearly 2 minutes. Taven shows no signs of impairment, and they move on to the walk and turn.
From this position, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, touching heel-to-toe each time, keeping your arms down to your side, okay? Gotcha. It's going to look something just like this. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go all the way up to 9, okay? When you get to your 9th step, leave your front foot on the line. Turn by taking a series of small steps. Turn and take 9 heel-to-toe steps. Back. 1, 2, 3. Just like I did. You're going to walk. After 9 steps, you're going to take a series of small steps. Take 9 steps back, okay? During this, keep your arms down your side. Watch your steps. Count your steps out loud. And once you started walking, do not stop until you completed the test, okay? Perfect. Any problems with your ankles, knees, hips, or back?
It's my right ankle.
What's wrong with your right ankle?
Messed up during football.
Okay, does it prevent you from walking?
Just a little bit, but I'll be able to do this.
Okay, does it hurt right now?
Nope.
Okay.
I have all my weight in my left foot right now.
All right, if you don't have any questions, you may begin.
Taven completes the test but takes 13 steps and fails to count out loud. Despite the quick, confusing instructions, Taven showed no signs of being impaired otherwise, but still fails the consensual test.
Come on, man, it's too easy.
The kid's bragging.
Breath now. We're 2 for 2.
Well, sir, I don't believe you are 2 for 2. How many steps did I say to take?
Like 8 or 9?
I said 9. Why'd you take 14 and then 15?
I thought you were going to tell me to turn.
I said to count your steps out loud.
Oh, my fault.
So the next test is I want you to stand with your
This-
stand right here.
This is a power trip. This is abuse of authority. This is disgusting, in my opinion, already, because he flashed his headlights from a few hundred feet away instead of 500 feet. Guys, there are cops out there like this, and this is what makes me uneasy about listening to these lawyers who tell me, don't answer any questions. Refuse the field sobriety test. A guy like Officer Winters is going to make your life H-E you know what. Bruce, shut off. Bruce, I'm still torn on whether or not to invoke my Fifth Amendment because these cops, if there's guys like Officer Winters out there, Bruce, he's going to make your life a nightmare.
Yeah, that's a tough call, but you're right. If the situation feels off, it's often safer to calmly state that you're invoking your right to remain silent and just stick to providing the basics like ID. It can keep things from escalating, even if it feels tense.
Steve says lots of people don't do exactly what they're told to do. Yeah, I mean, he tells them to take 9 steps. The kid was waiting for him to tell him to turn around. And the kid says, "Hey, I'm 2 for 2." And Officer Winters, "You're not 2 for 2. How many steps did I tell you to take?" Over a flashing of a high beam. This is just outrageous. Outrageous.
This is my part.
God, you a rookie, bro.
You going to bed, Ruby? All right,
Stand
man.
with your heels and toes together with your arms.
Thanks
down
for
your
hanging out, Rube.
This is first year?
No.
No way.
No.
No way.
Officer Winters has been with the
Okay, so he asked Officer Winters, "Is this your first year? You must be a rookie." And Officer Winters is saying, "No, it's my 3rd year. If you refuse a sobriety test, they can arrest you." Yeah. The lawyers say that they're going to arrest you. If you refuse it, they're going to arrest you, take you downtown. You're going to do the breathalyzer, and they're going to have a drug guy come in and maybe a blood test or a urine test, and your car is going to be impounded. So you've really got to weigh the odds of whether or not you want to do a field sobriety test. Now, if you had anything to drink at all, I absolutely would refuse. Even if you had 1 beer, the lawyers that I watched said, "Hey, the 1 beer excuse is what is not going to do you any good. It's going to do you harm." Yeah, I mean, if you get pulled over and you had a beer, I would say, I guess I'd refuse it and go through the heck that you're going to go through, which is you're going to get arrested, you're going to go downtown and do a breathalyzer and a blood test, and your night's going to be ruined. All right, Rube. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it, Ruby. All right, so there's Officer Winters. I believe that's him.
the department for just over 3 years. It is likely that his co-workers have boots with more time in service, but it's important to know that he is administering the tests properly as they were designed, which is why you should know your local laws, and if field sobriety tests are not required, refuse to take them.
When I say begin, I want
How
you
many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
We'll see. What I want you to
He knows it too. He knows enough to pass this shit.
All right, during this, keep your arms down to your side. Why are you shaking?
That's another thing. There's another officer there the whole time, and he supports Officer Winters. Is he scared of him? Is he one of those guys that's a lackey? How could the other guy allow this to go on? So the kid asked him, "How many false accusations have you had?" And Winters says none. And then the kid says, "Well, this is going to be your first." So the kid definitely is trying to get under his skin because he's angry.
Thank you so much.
It's freezing, man. Look at you. You got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining.
So the cop asked him, "Why are you
Folks accusing
shaking?"
me, so of course I'm gonna be a little nervous. Yeah. You got nothing to say. Exactly. Look, you in pants. I'm in shorts and it's raining.
I wear shorts when it's 30 below.
Congratulations.
Next, the officer administers the one-leg stand, which he performs perfectly, and conducts the horizontal gaze nystagmus a second time, also showing no signs of impairment. The officers then have Taven count backwards with his eyes closed and head tilted back, with his eyes collecting raindrops.
When I say begin, I want you to estimate the passing of 30 seconds. Close your eyes and tilt your head back, okay?
Estimate the passing in 30 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Can I count out loud?
If you want.
1.
Any questions? Okay. During this, you're going to have your eyes closed and your head tilted back, okay?
Eyes closed and head tilted back.
Yes. Yeah. Okay? Go ahead. If you don't have any questions, you can close your eyes and tilt your head back, okay? What'd you count to?
30.
How'd you count there?
Just stay in my head.
1, 2, 3, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
1 Mississippi in my head.
Okay. All right. One more test here.
Hey, hold up. Am I able to get this video?
If you want to subpoena it.
What?
If you want to subpoena it.
So would it be easy to do that?
If you have an attorney, you can get it, yeah.
Because Taven has outperformed just about all persons on Earth, save for a couple extra steps during the walk-in turn, Officer Winters now conducts a 5th test to try to pin something on Taven. After the 5th test, they finally have Taven submit a chemical test with a portable breathalyzer test.
Fucking all these damn tests, let's blow. Let's get to business. Fucking up my perm, man. Just got this shit done.
The kid mentions his perm again. What did he expect sympathy from Officer Winters at this point about the perm? I hope they put the cost of the perm in the lawsuit. I really do.
Has it been 15 minutes yet?
I used to love doing cops. I used to love them. Never give me no problems until now. My beams were on because I have a tail light out, not my tail light. One of the bulbs up front is out. That's why I put them up. Okay. I didn't know it was illegal.
Let's go to the front of the car here.
Do this look. 0-0. Bravery.
So why do you assume impairment? Because you're showing some very strong signs of impairment.
Am I?
You're showing very strong signs of impairment. He performed all these ridiculous tests in the rain, in the freezing rain, flawlessly, and you're showing strong signs of impairment.
You're
Yeah, exactly.
a little bit on
That's the
theory side with the paperwork. You're not consistent. You're not smooth.
I mean, no, it's not hurt.
Consistent. So that's a telltale sign.
This will show you later.
All right, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
Ooh.
All right. You ready? Yep. Okay, you can relax.
Taven blows all zeros, but the officer decides to arrest him anyway.
So I'm going to read to Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you can on the floor of a moment to the 22 to 20 question, okay? Sir. When's the last time you smoked weed?
Yeah, and that's just the kicker. He blew all zeros, but they still went ahead and arrested him.
Tonight?
So this,
Oh. Okay, well, I think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed? That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blew zeros and he's spit drugs now. That's what we're on? I blew zeros. So you think I'm on drugs?
Now, why are you saying guilty? He blew all zeros, so now they're accusing him of drugs. First it was alcohol. And this is just horrible, Officer Winters. And in the end, when the kid finally goes through all the heck, he requests to have Officer Winters sit back down with him. Hilarious when you see that.
That's ridiculous.
I would, during my field sobriety, is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Okay. Why is your field sobriety so poor?
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watering and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watering? Because we're in rain right now.
Lethargic. Speaking with slurred speech. Eyes watering. Yeah, because you had him put his head back for 30 seconds and let the rain go in his eyes. This guy is a disgrace to the police force, and I think the other guy's worse. Supporting Officer Winters. Absolutely disgraceful here. Clearly on acid or mushrooms. He sucked. Bruce, is it possible this teenager who clearly was irritated was on acid or shrooms?
yeah, I really don't think so. Everything points to just exhaustion, nerves, and the rain. The cop is stretching the evidence way too far, and it just seems like a complete misuse of power. So no, I don't think there's any hard evidence of drugs.
Bruce,
Just
they're lucky it was only a $100,000 lawsuit.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it's a reminder of how important it is to stay calm, know your rights, and really have a good lawyer if something like that ever happens. But yeah, it's just infuriating to see that kind of abuse.
Is this a state town where recreational marijuana is legal? I think, did they say Florida? I'm pretty sure this is happening in Florida. Bruce, I don't think marijuana is legal in Florida, is it?
Recreational marijuana is not legal in Florida. Only medical marijuana is allowed under specific conditions with a valid medical card. A 2024 ballot initiative that would have...
No weed, I don't smoke weed. I play college football, I told you that. We get tested every Friday. Okay. Don't smoke weed every Saturday. Okay? And 30 days. Weed stays on your for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be out the football team. Dumbass. Come on. Come on.
Wouldn't call the cop that.
I want that video too. Okay. But I think you're impaired. I think you're under the influence. You think I'm impaired? Yes. Well, I'm not. Okay. Do you want to talk to another officer? Yeah, come over here. Okay. Do you want to do a drug recognition evaluation or a drug influence evaluation? What's that? There's an officer who checks your blood pressure, does a whole bunch of tests. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
He's not here, though.
No.
Having a hard time breathing.
You sound like you're breathing just fine.
I literally can't breathe through my nose right now.
Through your nose?
Yeah. Yeah, can I just use it? Please.
Really? You don't think the cop did anything wrong?
After being read his rights, the drug recognition expert finally arrives on scene and conducts a more thorough test with Taven, indoors, on level ground, and out of the rain. One of the most interesting parts was the test that needed to be done in complete darkness, so the officer brought Taven into the bathroom.
Alright, so while we're in the dark, I've got my fancy blue pen light, okay? I want you to just put your hands on your lap. And just check your hands out, okay?
Yep.
All this over a headlight flashing high beam. You don't think the officer did much wrong?
You want to flip your hands over?
I mean, the kid performed all those tests, and he says, you know, you bombed it. He made it sound like he bombed
the
it.
dark tattoos? Go ahead and tilt your head back and look down your...
Can you put that on the toilet real quick? I was supposed to see, like, because
Yeah.
I see, like, YouTube videos of, like, all the insurance popping up.
Well, you know what,
Is it not the same one?
I'm not sure. You have to go check the cupboard out there.
Janitor's in trouble. How about that? Okay. Go ahead and tilt your head back and stick out your tongue and say,
After nearly an hour of more testing, the recognition expert clears Taven, finding no evidence of intoxication, and before he left, Taven asks to speak with Officer Winters.
Hey, buddy, what's going on? So, I just want to know, like, how does it feel? How does it feel for what?
Remember I told you when you first pulled me over?
you're like, you're impaired. You're on drugs.
The hair
You
test
drink
detects
alcohol. Turns
marijuana
out I'm not.
for like a month.
Okay.
Really dumb decision by you today. I'm really disappointed in how you can't bite your
I
drug test.
based my decision on your field sobriety test.
Was it really failed though? It was pouring outside. It was terrible cement. Okay, but like I said, I'll blow right away. I do everything.
There's also steps that I have to go through.
Did you really thought I was drunk?
The way I first spoke with you and your movements, I believe something was off.
That's crazy, man.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good. How are you? Good.
Well, there you go. Well, then maybe it's me. Steve, if you think the guy didn't do too much wrong, well, I mean, he lost $100,000 lawsuit. So the judge definitely, saw something wrong there. The problem I had is the kid did all the tests flawlessly, and he called him lethargic, speaking with slurred speech. To me, those were complete lies. The eyes being watery, I can't comment on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know there's worse. No, I'm not saying but this is what has me. My whole thing is all these lawyers I'm watching are saying to reject a field sobriety test. Look what this kid went through that whole night. And what if it was my son? Do you just cooperate? I mean, he did cooperate as much as possible. He did all the tests you could do. I'm blown away by this whole video and Officer Winters, Personally, I think he, if he's not going to get fired, then he should seriously get reprimanded and put on some kind of probation. That you're wasting all of our tax dollars on this. If there was any inkling of the kid's slurred speech, okay, I could give him some leeway. Lethargic and slurred speech, and he's acting like the kid bombed the sobriety test. The kid was nearly flawless on the test. Don't get it. Many more people get beat up. Oh yeah. The kid's lucky. I'll say that. That kid's lucky. And that was a pretty big guy, Officer Winters. I'm really shocked. I guess with all the cameras running and all that, and another guy there. But I'll bet you, if we're back in the 1980s when there were no cameras, when we were young, Steve, and there was no other cop there, or even if there was another, this guy seems to support Officer Winters. That kid would have been beat up pretty bad. And I think that the kids today would not insult the officers the way they did, the way he did, if the cameras weren't rolling. You're playing with fire. Okay, so that was the end of the video. Let me go to the comments on this one. I want to read some of the comments. What I usually do is turn the sound off, let it run. Let me put my glasses on and see what some of the other people have to say. Really curious. Camille Johnson says he won the lawsuit and was awarded $105,000. Michael says, I don't answer questions without a lawyer. Okay, he could have did that. I don't think that would have helped at all. Officer says, where are you coming from? Me? From your wife's house. I had to leave early because the line was too long. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I think he was a rich kid, and I think Officer Winters. I agree with you there, Steve. I think Officer Winters don't like, he doesn't like rich yuppie kids, and wanted to give him a hard time. This guy says new meaning to pig, a pig that was not loved as a child. Okay. Brandon says they gave that boy a free lawsuit to go to college. True. Another Steve says the dark bathroom testing is looking for drug residue. They really tried everything. Oh, man, they absolutely did. It was just, to me, the whole thing was ridiculous. 100K win. Best part, cop was fired. Oh, the best part was cop filed defamation, but took the fifth on depositions and blew his own case because it was true. Sure about that one. Wesley said, pause. He says after the cop said he paused after the cop says he doesn't want to blow him. Daryl says, why wouldn't they use the breathalyzer immediately? Let's see the replies to that. Jamie says, well, because he can be under the influence of drugs. I don't think this guy is at all. He is a little bit of an AH. Another person responds to that guy, Daryl, because the roadside test is subjective. Hardly anyone can pass it, but it's up to the cop. It's his call. Another guy says, all for a headlight. Justin says, covered by America's attorney. Fun to watch, especially the part where the cop sued for slander when he was called out for Dom VI, and when asked if he ever had been investigated for it, he pled the fifth. Jury said to pay him $115,000. I don't know where the people are getting all this information on the court case. I would love to see it. Julian says he said he wears shorts when it's 30 below. That is hilarious. 30 below. I mean, out in Florida. They're in Florida. Dean says, if you have any physical impairment, you are not required to do field sobriety. Grace says, laughing LMAO. This happened to my husband, except his light was out on the dims and only worked on brights, and the officer had hid around with his brights on to avoid a ticket. Terry says because he's tired. Football practice earlier. Randall says there was a time when police wanted to help, not just mess with you. All right, so I think we beat this one up pretty good. I'm shocked, Steve. I'm really shocked that you didn't find too much wrong there with that. This cop and the kid didn't do much wrong. Esox says guilty, but Esox, I don't know. Are you playing around? That was interesting to me. That was like, wow. That was a big, gigantic waste of everybody's time and tax dollars. Except the kid got his college paid for, pretty much. Okay, Esox, I did want to get to a self-defense video. But right after I hear what this girl has to say.
You have to stop asking girls on dates. Coming from a girl, I'm going to tell you, we don't want that. Instead, you are going to plan the date from head to toe. And once everything is finished and planned, you are going to tell her to be ready by 8 to be picked up for a date. Girls find an assertive man who has everything handled very hot. You're welcome. Boys, you have to stop asking girls on dates. Coming from a girl,
That's interesting.
You, we don't want that.
Stop asking girls for dates. Okay, well, I guess I thought it was amusing at the time. American cops are something. Well, what about Canadian cops? Let's hear about them, Esox. What are the differences? Let me ask Bruce that. Bruce, give us a quick comparison on Canadian cops versus American cops.
Sure, broadly, both countries have professional law enforcement, but policing culture can differ. In the US, policing is often more decentralized with thousands of agencies, and encounters, especially traffic stops, may be more assertive due to the prevalence of guns. In Canada, policing is a bit more centralized with the RCMP covering much of the country, and public trust tends to be higher. Both have accountability measures, but cultural context affects interactions.
All right, Bruce. So a little bit of difference if somebody from Canada came here. You think they'd be a little bit surprised?
Yeah, absolutely. The style of interaction might feel more intense or direct here, especially during stops. So someone from Canada might definitely notice a difference in tone and approach.
All right. I got another video here real quick. American cops are a lot worse. All right. I can't speak to it. Haven't experienced a Canadian cop. I'll take your word for it. All right, you guys know who watches my channel. I love the future. And I think that the world is going to be ran by robots. Here is somebody who thinks just like me.
Welcome to the restaurant of the future. Your table is ready. Fast and easy check-in. Please follow me.
Order received. Cooking with precision. Every meal is perfect. Dinner is served. Refreshing service. Always clean. Cleaning made easy. Ready for delivery.
Welcome to the restaurant.
All right, Bruce, you heard that. I'm telling you, that's where we're headed. Probably a couple 100 years from now, that's going to be the world. What do you think? You guys on board with me? Esoc says, although I was stopped by some cops in Penn State. Penn State? You were here in PA? Once, and they were pretty nice. Wow. Should have came over and said hi. Come down to Lancaster. So there you go. There's my future video. Just had to get that out there. I like to throw one of those in. The world is going to be run by robots. It's only a matter of time. Everything we're doing is to automate. And I don't know. Are we even going to need human beings at some point? I think he's been to Penn State 2 or 3 times. Or that you've been to Penn State. Well, that's where my daughter, she's out there. Go say hi. All right. Let's see. I want to get a self-defense video for Esocs. I know I had them here, and I think I got one. All right. This one is... This is a nasty... I don't think we did this one. All right. This is how to get out of a guillotine. Get out of a guillotine. Do you know how to get out of a guillotine, Esocs? Here we go.
The entire time we could have been escaping guillotines like this. I'm pissed. All you have to do is dip your head out, hug the near side leg, and roll through so that your head is on opposite sides and the guillotine doesn't work. This entire time we could have been escaping guillotines like this. I'm pissed. All you have to do is dip your head out, hug the near side leg, and roll through so that your head is on opposite sides and the guillotine doesn't work.
All right, Esocs. What do you think? Legit? Really? Have you ever done that move? It's pretty interesting. I don't know. For the average person who's not a jiu-jitsu master, could we pull something like this off? I mean, that's the way I look at it. All right, a guy has you, and you want me to grab... Where's the guy that demonstrates it? Let me see if I can stop it. All right. He's got you in a guillotine. The guy who did it is a silver medalist. Oh, wow. So you recognize him? All right. So he's got him in the guillotine. So now this is something the average person could do. What if they're standing up? Do you still reach for the back of one of their legs if it's an average person? Dennis, you were talking Rachel on the phone? Was that the lady, Rachel? So how'd you get the number? Whoa, Dennis, when you missed the best parts here. When did all this happen? The exchanging of the numbers and all that. You never told me there was a number exchange. Come on, we had this long conversation on Discord. Oh, so today. Esoc says, yeah, the first clip is Craig Jones. The clip is from the second best gym in the world. Wow. Hold on. I need to hear the Dennis story. All right, so let's back up. So Dennis is a sous chef. He's 28 years old. This is the other day. Sitting down, and who'd you say the lady looked like? In Liar, Liar, the elevator scene lady, where Jim Carrey, looks at her chest and says, I forget whatever he said, but you get it. Anyway, so, but she's 40 or 40-ish. Kirstie Allen? No, it wasn't Kirstie Allen. That wasn't Kirstie Allen, or am I thinking of somebody else? Kirstie Alley. Oh, the lady in the elevator? Okay. Is that her real name? Kirstie Alley. Allen. Krista Allen. I'm getting her confused with the Cheers lady. That shows my age. Kirstie Alley. But no, this is Krista Allen. Anyway, so Dennis describes her as an 8 out of 10. 40 years old. And they talked until the end of his break. But you never told me about the encounter where you got the phone number. So I got to hear the story. Can you give it to us? Can you text it out? Or would you rather just text it in Discord? I'm just really curious how the phone number exchange, and he just got off the phone with her. I love it. I love it. So this is the second Dennis romance story here on the channel. The first one didn't work out. And Dennis dumped the first one. What did that take? Like 2 months? But all the signs were there. She wasn't the right one. Okay. So why Dennis types. So Esox, which one is the master? This guy down here, Esox, who's really good? The silver medalist? And do you think he could take you in a jiu-jitsu match? And do we grab the back of the leg? So the average person, the first clip. Oh, this guy back here. The guy in the white. This guy right here. He's the, no idea who the second clip is. Okay. So this one right here, this guy in the white. All right. And could he take Esox in a match, or would it be a good battle? What do you think would happen? He could. Okay. Now, do we grab the back of the leg here? Jaden, is that you? No? For the average person, Esox, if we're in a guillotine, should we look to grab the back of the leg? While on break, all right, this Dennis is back to his story. Oh, you are in the same weight class as that guy? Okay. Esox, would you take that challenge on? Like, how would you view if the guy said, hey, would you like to have a match? Would you look forward to it? Would you not even try? Would it be an honor, even if you got your butt kicked? Like, how would you view that if he offered you the chance to one match? 14. She just had one kid, but he's a teenager. Oh, she just has one kid. Okay. Well, we talked about the baggage. All right. So you were on break. You exchanged phone numbers. Oh, I want to get into that conversation. Or was it super fast? I still want to hear how that happened. That's boom. I mean, that's, right there. The phone number, just what we talked about. 14-year-old son or child or daughter, she didn't say, teenager. Wow. By the way, does anybody know somebody who, I know two people that have a daughter biologically who became they, thems, and now have changed their name. I know two of them. So one went from DJ to Toby, and the other one went from, what was her name? Cheryl, what was,
Maybe you shouldn't say.
you don't want to say their names? All right. Well, what was the new name? Peyton. All right. So a girl changed her name to Peyton. I think it was Peyton. Anyways, anybody know anybody out there that's had that where a child has changed their name to become they, them? I know two people now. The average person with no training has no reliable way to defend themselves. But Esox, you don't think the average person, we could at least, like a guy like Mr. Jordan, pretty strong, we can grab the back of a leg? Now, I'm not saying that we're going up against a trained fighter. I'm saying that we're in a street fight and a non-trained person gets you in this position, a guillotine. Should we grab, or should someone grab the back of a leg? Is that what you should be thinking of to the average person? Of course, grab the back of the leg. Sorry, I know I'm behind here. I've studied his game very heavily, so it would be a fun match. Oh, so you would look forward to the match. You would say yes, and you, even if you got beat, like, you would look forward to, like, learning. So you had a 15-minute conversation, Dennis. Great. Was it the same exact setup? Like you were there on your break, she knew it, she came in, sat down, and how did the phone number topic come up? I'm just really curious. No, absolutely not. If it's not trained versus not trained, sure. Okay, so if you guys are in this position, and it won't be somebody me or Steve's age, this would be for the younger guys. If you get in this kind of position, grab the back of the leg. That's probably the only thing you should remember. Just trying to give you some kind of help if for some reason you're in that position. I hope it never happens to you. Even it's a person who has trained for maybe 6 months, I don't believe there is much of a chance. Wow. I wouldn't grab the back of the leg. Only for this move, it works. Well, you're saying two different things here. You wouldn't grab it, but it works. I'm kind of confused. Dennis says she actually played it great. She told me, man, I wish I could talk to you more if I had your phone number. Wow. Awesome, because I have a video of a guy asking a girl for the phone number. This is the first girl asking guy for the phone number. Very interesting. Wow, she pulled the move on you. I love it. I love it. And again, you go back to a more experienced person. Did you get her age? Did you say her age? Did she tell you? You probably didn't ask. Let me see. Isak says, address the hands first. All right, let's look. Thanks. Address the hands first. I mean, how are you going to address? Now, remember, this is a non-trained person. The negative is that it gives them the ability to take your back. But would a non-trained person know that? If I was not trained, I would not recommend grabbing the leg there as it leaves your neck open to be choked. So you're thinking that it's easier to try to grab the hands? If you're a non-trained person getting in a guillotine? Isak says the front headlock is always a dilemma of being choked out from their hands or having your back taken. Dennis says, no, I didn't ask because I heard it's rude to ask a woman her age. Yeah, definitely. Don't do that. You could try to drop clues or questions that would kind of... I'd have to sit down and think about some questions that would goad her into... It'll just come over time. You know, like getting her year of birth. You know, were you alive during this event or something like that? That would kind of give it away. And you didn't want to ruin your chance. No, definitely don't do that. Try to grab the hands and stand up. So if a guy has you in that position, you would rather, for the person on the bottom, to reach up and grab his hands and then try to pull, I imagine. How many seconds do you have before a very strong person chokes you out? Right here. Alternatively, you can also circle to the side to make your hips misaligned and take their back. Are you really think an untrained person? Like I said, how long do you have, Esox, to If you fight the hands, they will not be able to choke you out. Really? What if the person's stronger than you? Do you still agree with that? You know, if you're definitely up against somebody very strong, can you still put up a battle? It doesn't matter. That's why this position is a dilemma. So would a UFC fighter avoid this position at all costs? If you fight the hands, you give up your back. You give up your back. But why would the guy want to get on your back if he's got you in a guillotine where he could choke you out? I'm kind of confused. You're saying he would rather let go of the guillotine and get on your back? Sorry, just trying to understand here what you're saying. Okay. Let me see if I can find another one. So that was a good learning experience there. I hope anybody watching this, the younger kids, your Gen Zers, Gen Alpha, Gen Zs, you would only get into a fist fight and get in that kind of position. I don't think millennials deal. There's an old saying: when you're younger, you settle problems with your fists. The older you get, you settle it with your mouth. All right, what is this one here? All right, here's a pickup line. Let's see how this comes out.
Thank you. Oh wow, this tastes sweet. Well, I was wondering if maybe can I get something sweeter?
Yeah, like what?
Maybe like your number. Is that cool?
Okay.
Thank you. Now that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Thank.
What do you think? Was that staged? All right. If you fight the guillotine from this position by hand fighting, the guillotine will not work. Really? Wow. Hence, why the attacker is forced to take the back, opening up opportunities for rear naked chokes. Ah. So in a UFC match, you're saying they should always be able to get out of a guillotine? I mean, haven't fights ended in a guillotine? There's no way for the guy doing the guillotine to force it? Okay. Very interesting. Hey, any learning is learning. Guys, you younger guys never know when you're going to be put in that position. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. You're going to need it. This is not a guillotine. This is a setup to a guillotine. This is technically a front headlock. Oh, that wasn't a guillotine? What is the difference? Just curious. All right. Was this the guillotine? Yes. And we looked at the robotic restaurant. Sorry, just a front headlock position. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending soon. So if you want to do poker, a round of poker, are we up for poker tonight? No, Mr. Jordan. I was watching that clip, Esox, where like 5 of you guys went all in on the first hand. That was hilarious. All right, Esox, are you poker mode? I think that's going to be it for the video. It's getting pretty late. I got to go back to work. Back to the grind. What do you want to do? I'll leave it up to you. A guillotine here requires you to fall on your back. So that the guy choking falls on his back. There is no guillotine here because a good guillotine requires you to be able to compress their chin towards their chest. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate it. Thanks for the story. That's awesome. What was her name again? I forgot. Rachel. Rachel, that is awesome. Well, go into Discord, Dennis. If you want to type out the story about the conversation, I'd love to hear it. All right. Let's do some poker. And yeah, Dennis, I want to hear how the little conversation went. All right. For anybody new, if you're on there and you want to play, go to pokernow.com. It's free. And these are seats. So they do a one table tournament. You got to go to the Sit and Go one table tournament, totally free. You just got to sign up with an email, get an account. And we found this to be the best site out there. So we'll wait for the next tournament, eSox. Wait till this one fills up. They run them really fast. These tournaments don't last too long. But I heard last night's went pretty long, right? eSox, how long did that go with Mr. Jordan? Did you stay and watch the whole thing? Oh, we got to refresh. There we go. Oh, all right. Are you in this one? There's 4 seats left. I'll go in if you're going to go in. No, it was so boring. Oh. You're in? All right, I'm in. Oh, it got really boring. But who did he come to the end? Was it that girl Linda? Well, he sent a. Oh, look, they got all the ranks out. The bot is still number 1, and yes, I knocked out the bot and won that tournament. I'm the only one out of all of us that knocked out the bot. Charles Spirit, I think Mr. Jordan beat him. I remember him. And I don't know any of the other people. Let's see if we recognize any of these names. Who else played with us? I think B. Kelly did. That sounds familiar. Bruce 24 played with us. I remember him. Here is everybody. This is great. Where is Mr. Jordan? Go Fish played with us. Everyone was folding. Oh, I know. I hate all the folders. Who else played? Big Bruce. There's a Big Bruce. I love it. Linda. This is who Mr. Jordan beat last night. Wow, Linda's good. I think the GOAT played with us. It's okay. I knocked out the bot. I'm so happy. I don't care if I never win another tournament again. I knocked out the bot. Oh, twist. There you go. Your top 70. And the table is ready. All right. Let's play some cards. This is free, guys, if anybody wants to join in. Where's he? Okay, eSox is here. So we got Peanutty. Jimmy Tyson, ranked 24. We got number 24 at the table. Reeling, me. And I'm going to fold. And Juana, ranked 5,000. Is Lucius going to do anything crazy tonight? You know, eSox, my ribs are still hurting. And I don't think it's a dehydration thing. I could actually see bruises. Darn it, I folded a 4. My ribs are bruised. Something is wrong, with my muscle skeleton. Things are out of whack. I got to stretch again, lose weight. Look at that. King's over. Oh, man. He sucks. What are you doing in there? You went all in already? What did you do with a 10-7? Come on, man. He sucks. You're not even playing. Why did you do that? Come on. Usually everyone falls. Well, they didn't. He had a full house. King's full. I am out. He sucks. Come on. That was crazy. You're going that fast. Sox is one. Oh, anybody watch? I know that you guys don't like baseball. The Phillies had a dramatic win today. That guy right there just hit a walk-off home run. They had to score 5 runs with 1 out left in the game, and they did it. That incredible. Dramatic upset. Yeah. Dennis, I'm sorry you have to deal with that, Jeff, but I guess that's part of aging. Yeah, Dennis, I think this is more back to my injury where I got grade 3 strains all over my torso from not warming up. And I don't know. I went to so many physical therapists and nobody could fix the rib thing. I guess I don't need this anymore. I got Ace King. Try doing the sauna and some yoga. Well, I can't look down because of the glaucoma. But usually this is what I feel like when I'm dehydrated. Now, it's true I have not been drinking much water again. All right, I'm going to go all in with my Ace King. Let's see if somebody calls me. Maybe I'll get knocked out and we could do another one real fast. Oh, see, that's what Esox was expecting. Why can't I look down? No, I do everything I can avoid to looking down. That's what my ophthalmologist said. Like I told him, I wash my head sometimes. I get on my hands and knees and I wash my head when I'm in a rush. In the tub, I just stick my head under, like looking down. He said it really wasn't a problem. But aren't you putting pressure in the wrong direction? My daughter lost a hubcap. But they tell you not to do yoga and look down at the ground, like to do garden work. I avoid all that. That's why I really didn't want to play golf. Because I had to be looking down, putting. All right, I'll call. Somebody's happy. I got 4 spades. And I got 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'll go all in. I'm going to go all in. Spade. 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 There we go. Boom. He didn't have anything but king, queen. Well, it looks like I'm not getting out of this tournament anytime soon. E-Sox, they don't tell you that with glaucoma, not to look down? Pair of 9s. When you look down, that's how I think I got glaucomas, from that stupid inversion table. I was letting the eyeballs pop out of my socket. Thought it was funny. I don't think it's funny now. I think the guy has queens. Give me a 9. Queens. Well, 2 pair on the river. Are you kidding me? Oh, pocket 7s. With a very low IOP and non-aggressive, it shouldn't be too big of a risk. Yeah, I know you're right. But why make it worse if I don't have to? I'm so freaked out over the whole eye thing. I got floaters all over the place. My right eye is a mess. But he tells me that he wanted me to see a retina specialist, which I declined. He wants me to do that procedure where they rip open the eyeball, clear out your floaters. I mean, my vision is a mess. It is ridiculous. I got to look to the right, look to the left to get all the floaters out of my way. First I had pocket 7s, now I have pocket 6s. And I am the chip leader. I call you, Bo. Let's see if he gets greedy. He figures out I'm going to win. I ain't going anywhere, bro. I needed a 5. I'll make him think I hit my straight to calm him down. Still raised me. I would understand avoiding inversions, but it should be entirely fine to look down. Well, what about hang your head down, like downward dog? They're telling me that that's supposed to be bad. And do you know the procedure they're talking about? Ripping open the eyeball to clear out the floaters? Damn, look at all them diamonds. Avoid doing what? Downward dog? Is that what you're saying, avoid? Or avoid the surgery? Oh, man, I'm tired. I have to work tomorrow already. I am out of his hand. I might avoid it given you had LASIK. Oh, really? Yeah, I had LASIK in 2005. Should I not even see the retina specialist? I told him forget it. I said, look, I'm already used to it by now. All these floaters in my way. I mean, look, I could still, I got one good eye, which is great. And I used to have excellent vision. I was 20/20 until the last year or two. I wish I could get LASIK again. That would be great. Now get out of this mess. LASIK thins the cornea. And the operation I'm looking at may thin the cornea even more. Yeah. No, it definitely thins the cornea. He told me that. Got 2 clubs. I know. I'm so worried about having somebody touch my eyes. It might be beneficial to talk to the specialist to see what the options are. Do you think I don't trust these guys that I'm with. And if I'm going to have anything important done, I'm going to go to Wills Eye Hospital in Philly. Is it worth the ride to do that? Or could I actually trust these in-network guys? No, I'm not calling. Do you think the guys are qualified to do a good job? Or should I go and drive an hour, hour and a half? Probably more like an hour and a half to have somebody more reputable. Just as a general rule. I have no idea how the American medical system works. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, the way that, you know, most people, when you have insurance, if you want the less skilled people, you go in network, they call it, and it's somebody who, you know, has joined your insurance network. And if you want to go for somebody of your choice out of network, you're going to pay more, but you can get a more skilled person. Yeah, my ophthalmologist is he's the only one I know that was on the in-network list that was a glaucoma specialist. Is that me? I got 3 cards at a straight flush. Yeah, he's a glaucoma guy. I'm just not very trusting of him. I'm a little upset. I'm going to call him. What are these guys doing? Oh my gosh, that's great. I'm not thrilled with them. And as long as nothing's wrong. 4 diamonds, I'm calling you, bro. And there we go. Boom. There you go. On the river. Most general ophthalmologists are terrible. Why does this peanut guy keep doing that? Well, what I'm mad at is a few things. Number one, he never told me there was a procedure about the YAG laser. I found that out by accident, that I could have a procedure done to help floaters. He told me there was nothing other than ripping your eyeball open. Then I found out about the YAG laser. And he says, oh, do they do that around here? You never even told me that was an option, buddy. There we go. Ace is over. What do you know about the YAG laser? YAG vitriolysis. Can't they zap these things, these floaters, and break them up? Is it risky? Guys are clowning around. The one guy's all in with ace queen. Hit the ace. Good night. Well, Peanutty lost. Sorry, Peanutty. What happened to Mr. Jordan tonight? Why are you still here? Oh, he's talking to you? Lucius is messing with him. I don't deal with any vitriolisis personally. Do you know about it? Have you heard anything from anyone? Not enough to give a recommendation? Oh, man. I'm getting out of this. These guys are horsing around. He said, why are you still here? That was hilarious. Let's see what Esox is saying to him. Waiting for you to drown. Who is it? Anjan? All right, I'll knock Anjan out. Yeah, my eyesight is definitely in this last year taken a turn for the worse. And they told me they did after they did an oct on me. Not this one, the previous oct. They said it's coming down the line. You are definitely. How could they tell? How do they know that my vision was going to get worse? They could tell ahead of time. We do the trichectomy for floaters mainly. Is that the one where they rip open your eyeball? Jimmy Tyson's still in, number 24. He's got 650 left. I would have caught sevens on the river. Somebody's got a jack. There's your jack, Peanutty. Show the jack. No jack, he's bluffing. And I would have won 8, 9, 10 jack. Oh, so now we had a straight. Nobody got eliminated yet? I'm just letting these guys eliminate each other. Four, five. Is Peanutty gonna bet something to waste our time? Peanutty's playing around. Ace high. I know you're playing around, Peanutty. What about at-home treatments? Is there any? I do vitamin B12, and I take Arids too, 2 times a day. Is any of that? Darn, I would have queen. I would have queens over. You darn it. I would have fried that clown. Well, maybe that wouldn't have been so great. Peanutty's still going to be hanging around. Supplements can help with optic nerve health, but probably won't help with floaters. Yep. That's what they say. I'll take the vitamin B12. I take it every so often. Oh, man, I didn't... I think I see my guy in November. When I get 1 spade. $200. No. I'm shocked that guy Steve didn't think Officer Winters did anything wrong. I'm really shocked at that. He said too much wrong. Oh, I gotta call this. Ace King to 9-10. He's all in. Pair of tens, he hit the aces. Clubs, 4 clubs, club. And good night. Adios, Jimmy. Knocked out number 24. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the 24th best player in the world. Daily Dosha Jeff knocked out the bot and now number 24. What did he suck say? The greatest of all time. I love it. Now I can be a bully. What do I got? A pair of tens. No. He's got 1,000 left. Let's make him go all in. Come on, Peanutty. You like to play around? Bye-bye. Who are you feeling like? Be quiet. You're Suka. I love these socks in the chat room. It's great. Pair of nines. Let's bully. There's the ace. And a 2. What do you have? Pair of nines with the king kicker. That dog gets away with it. Gets away with it. All right, he's going all in with 1,000. What's he got, an ace? No, I'm not letting you get away with that. You're not getting away with that. Yeah, I'll call you, Peanutty. And Janice still hanging around with his 350 bucks. I'll call you, Jan. See if I can hit some straight cards. No straight cards. There's a 5. Take a pair. He had the 10. That dog got. Oh, I won the second pot. I want to knock out the top 10. I knocked out the bot. That was great, and I got it on film. All right, Peanutty. I got a pair of 2s. Peanutty's going to go for it. I'm going to call you. He's got 3s. You dog. There's the ace. Up your rear end. Good night. Go ahead. Tell Peanutty goodbye. Goodbye, Peanutty. Have a nice night. Give it to him, Lucius. Now I got ace jack. Jeffrey will dominate. These socks is great. Now I become a bully. I love bullying. Oh, I need a king. King. At jacks. I'll make this a little bit more expensive to stay in. Not that much. All in. He's got the jacks with a king. I got jacks with an ace. Good night, Juanita. You are out. I lost? Oh, split pot. What happened there? I didn't see how that other person won. Where's Anjan? You want me to get rid of Anjan? He sucks in the chat room. This is the greatest. He's got trip sixes. Oof, I'm dead. I need a 9. 9 I would have won. Oh, I love it. He sucks is the funniest in the chat room. And you got dominated by me. Oh, Anjan's giving it back to you. I love it. I love it. We're going to get Anjan, don't worry. We'll get Anjan. I got 4-5, missuited. Anjan's the dealer. He can fold for free. Let's see if I can catch a flop here. All I got to do is make him a bit annoyed so he plays it. Oh, you do a great job of that. Oh, all I need is a jack. Can I get Anjan to fold? Oh, do I give Anjan that chance? I'd have to hope for a jack. No, I'm not giving Anjan that opportunity. No, I got to take a chance on a jack coming up. Would have had 4s. And you got dominated by me. I love it. Oh, man, I would have had trip 4s. He sucks. Why didn't I call? Dang it. All right, pocket 8s. Come on, Anjan. Oh, you're getting called now. 8. Oh, darn it. We're going to put Anjan all in. Come on, 8. 8. He's already behind. No ace or 9, and Anjan is gone. Good night, Anjan. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye. And they gave me pocket 8s again. And the person folded. Nine, 10. No. What do you got? 860? Let's tap you. Ace 3. Oh, we both got diamonds. I got 9s. I got 9s. Is the tournament over? I think I won. Yes. Daily Dose of Jeff takes down the house. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I needed this win. It's been a while. Where's Mr. Jordan? There we go. He sucks. I'll post this. All right, Lucius, you want to do one more? Since you hung around and watched? 12:30. Or are you going to sit there and give them a hard time? I didn't even see what you wrote. Are you still in that? Am I still in that room? I want to see what he sucks is writing. You ready? There's 2 spots left. I'm going to grab one. Tell me if you get the last spot. You got to hurry. One left. This will be my last one for the night. Is that you? Please tell me you got in. You're in. Nice. All right, let me get my blocker. Are you going to go all in on the first hand again? I can't believe the Phillies, man. They won 8 games in a row. This was the wildest of them all. I'm watching the highlights. Incredible. All right, the room is ready, y'all. Where is Mr. Jordan? You learned your lesson. Okay. He sucks in the... Are you still in the same chat room? Does it keep you in there? Is Anjan? Oh, Anjan's back. There's Anjan. Oh, no. This is going to be funny. He sucks is right behind me. Look, they're both on each side of me. There's Anjan, and there's he sucks. I love it. This is going to be funny. Oh, are they going to be talking trash? I'm going to teach you a lesson. Oh, me? I'm going to teach you a lesson. Bro is not Habib. Why are they calling you Habib? Anjan, you are not going to survive this table. You will be out like last time. I love it. Out after beating you, probably. I love Anjan is going back with he sucks. This is hilarious. I got Peanutty to go. We got some of the people right back in here. Where's Peanutty? Uh-oh, Lucius is thinking. I'm coming for you first. Oh, it's me and Lucius? I won't bet. Lucius didn't have anything. And Jan's in. He says, I'm coming for you first. Steve's here. Steve, you're still here. Yeah, I know people get arrested for less. It's just that, I mean, it was, I think, what I didn't like is how he said the lethargic, the slurred speech, and there was none. Like, not even a hint. Not a remote hint of slurred speech or lethargic. The bloodshot eyes, I have a hard time believing that one, even though I didn't say it. I don't know why Officer Winters did what he did. I think you're right. It was a rich kid, you know, a yuppie kid, and he was just going to give him a hard time. But that's, you know, the big problem with the dark side of law enforcement, that goes on. I mean, you can't say he was a good cop. To me, bad cop. Steve, did you see the Daniel Shaver, Arizona? I did a video on that one. This Officer Winters reminded me a lot of that officer who killed Schaefer, who did everything he could to get Schaefer to mess up, and he did, and he just was looking for a reason to shoot him. This guy was doing the same thing. He was doing everything in his power just to get the kid to trip up once. I'm thinking the average kid wouldn't have received a penny. No, not at all. Definitely not. Who's betting the $540? We got a newcomer. Who's the lowest ranked at the table? Oh, Charles Spirit is here, folks. Number 5, Mr. Jordan's buddy, who he knocked out. Ranked number 5 in the world, Charles Spirit. Where is Mr. Jordan tonight? Charles Spirit is back. Where's the bot? I want the bot to join our table. Steve retracted his lessons, his messages. I don't know. I thought Officer Winters was way out of line. I don't know. I don't think he got fired. I just want to know what was his hang up with the kid. Just because he shined his lights. It definitely looked personal. I think it's the rich kid thing. But, you know, that was a waste of everyone's time. I wear shorts in 30 below. Who 30 below in Florida? I mean, you really think the officer was not too bad? Do you believe the officer about all 3 things? The eyes being bloodshot, the slurred speech? And there's a straight flush brewing here, folks. You didn't like the kid? Yeah, the kid's very unlikable, very arrogant. Obviously, a rich kid. I agree with that. But still, when it comes to the law, you have to ignore all that. Now, the kid was insulting the cop. He shouldn't have done that. I know the kid was angry. Should the kid have been fined $100,000 for driving with a broken light and high beam? Fined $100,000? I'm not following you. Why are you? Oh, what's on the board here? 6, 7, 8. No, I'm out of this. Steve, what do you mean? I mean, should the kid have even been pulled over in the first place? He had his high beams on, driving past a cop. I mean, I did that tonight. My car gets very bad light. You know, my headlights are really dim. And there was a cop, and I had my high beams on, turned them off when I saw him. Certainly was within 500 feet. He didn't pull me over. Just a very interesting stop. Officer Winters. Just like the kid. Alrighty, sucks. I'll let you go. I won't bet. I gotta get 40 out of you. I got a full house. It was being very nice. The whole thing was personal. I'm more mad at the other officer supporting Officer Winters. Both were bad cops. I didn't like his buddy supporting him. And the kid never asked for a supervisor. That should have been done. Cheryl, are you ready? Or is it Jaden? Ready? Okay, this will be my last one. He sucks. I flopped this straight. I hope somebody has trips. They're going to think I have trips and fold. I'm not going to get paid for my straight. I was betting a straight, people. Everyone in this clip should be sent to Kyrgyzstan prison for 6 months. Why? What is it so bad about that prison? I will guess 1 million people have been treated worse. Oh my gosh, yes. Like I said, that kid, he's lucky he didn't get beat up. No, that's not the point about being treated worse. You know, I guess for getting a lawsuit, that kid, you know, yeah, he got tortured for a night. But that was probably the easiest $100,000 he'll ever make in his life. Now, I believe they cut out in that video. I watched that video like a year ago. And he called his I believe it was his mother in the middle of that stop and said, get our lawyer. You know, I watched a different version of that video. And he was on the phone with a parent. Oh, you're gone. Oh, Lucius is gone. What happened? I missed it. How'd you get knocked out? Lucius? All right, I'm going to try to go all in. Somebody raised so I can go all in. Oh, somebody did raise. Good. I'll go all in. Let's make this fun. And Jan's calling me. I love it. This is going to be a good one. It was a pair versus pair, but he had a higher secondary. Oh, he had a higher kicker. Me and Anjan's in. He sucks. Ace King to 3-5. That'll be hilarious if I outdraw Ace King. Come on, 3 or 5. 3 or 5 or a 4. 3, 4, or 5. All right. Congratulations, Anjan. You won with Ace High. Good night. Let's see the trash talk. Got out of the table, you fish. Get out of my table, you fish. Tough. Let me see Lucius's picture. Who's that a picture of? Is that you? He sucks. Are you gonna send your picture in Discord, please? Send it to me privately. I won't show anyone. Most hated person in poker now. How can you get beat? Well, I only went all in because I want to go to bed. I never would have done that. I know Ann Jan was happy. I did that on purpose. He sucks. One little picture of you. I'll take anything. Tiny. Make it this big. I just want to see Lucius. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, this was really fun. tomorrow is Monday. I got my usual nighttime service with my son, and then should be home around 9 Eastern, so I'll probably go live at 10 Eastern. Probably same time tomorrow. Good night, Steve. Thank you for, I hope you hang around. We always love, especially somebody closer to my age. All these younger guys are on here. It's good to have Rebecca. I don't know where Rebecca went. She's 51 years old from Australia. And Rebecca, we got to get her back. You can't make tomorrow night? Oh, you can't send a picture. Oh, okay. No problem, Lucius. It's all good. Steve, I hope you become part of the live stream family. We're here to just learn, talk about life with each other, play a little poker at the end, and just go over, these different scenarios in life, and hopefully it helps somebody. You never know. You never know. Okay, he sucks. You are, entitled to do what you want to do. All right, guys. Back to work tomorrow. Back to the grind. And catch you guys tomorrow. Join Discord if you want to chat. I'll probably pop on the chat tonight. Usually what I do is when I make my my title for tomorrow, I'll go into Discord and post it and let you guys know if I'm ever going to be late or early in Discord, just to let you know when I'm going to go live. Sometimes it's a little later, a little earlier. I don't know. All right, y'all. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow night.